Today, I'm going to be awakening my first ever piece of gear inside of Diablo Immortal, and for you free-to-play players, this is something you will never experience inside of the game because what I'm about to do is not free. It is a paid thing, a premium product inside of Diablo Immortal that you must pay to do because you need to buy a Dawning Echo, which costs 1,000 orbs. In yesterday's video, I bought a $26 pack, which I had to use to get the gem power, so I ran 10 legendary crests, and unfortunately, I didn't get anything good out of them. But the whole plan there was not to get 5-star legendary gems. It would have been a treat. It would have been a gem, you could even say, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. I did it because I needed the orbs, 1,000 orbs to buy the Dawning Echo that we're about to buy here today, and that pack was much less expensive than doing that whole process with just buying the orbs themselves. It would have been the same price and I wouldn't have gotten the aspirant keys, or I would not have gotten the legendary crests. So first things first, we have our Berserker's Eye. This is the first gem I'm ever gonna max level. So if we want to upgrade this, notice it's going to take 1 Berserker's Eye gem, and then it's going to take 50 gems. This is not a lot. For getting the gem to max level, it's not bad at all. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do it manually here because you wanna make sure that you don't go and click something that you may wanna keep. So we have a whole bunch of Berserker's Eyes. I basically craft a bunch of those all the time. There's one gem that I wanted to hold on to. And if I come across it, remind me. Although you don't know what that is, do you? No, you don't, but I do. So we got these. Oh, actually the Power and Command I'm gonna hold on to. We may be upgrading Power and Command next. And this Pain Clasp, what is that one? I don't even know that one. And then, of course, we're saving the Fervent Fangs. Fervent Fangs we are saving because we're going to be using them as our next gem to upgrade. It seems that I actually need to do the Power and Command. There's nothing else that I could do. It's fine. We can craft the Power and Command. No issue whatsoever. Okay, yes, we're going to consume all of these gems, and we are upgrading to a level 10, which is going to bring my resonance from 135 to 150, my combat rating from 40 to 44, and my damage increase from 13 to 16. That is not the biggest upgrade, but when we awaken the gear, that's when the magic happens. But we got that's our first ever rank 10 gem. I've never done it before, and I'm super happy that I did. The cool thing about this is if I decide not to use the Berserker's Eye, I can always take that gem, use it as food, and there's nothing lost. Whereas if you do it with 5-star gems, you lose the food you put into them. You lose that extra gem and the extra 2 gems, etc., that you put into them. So it's a much worse investment if you ever decide to destroy it. So now we have that to rank 10. So I'm gonna come right next door here. I'm gonna say, oh, hello, Vic. How are you doing today? I'd like to resonate the gem. I would like to awaken this part here, this slot. Now, if you take a look, the buffs you get are displayed. This is gonna damage increase by 30%, whirlwind damage increase by 10%. That's the one I'm going to choose. Every slot offers something different, so make sure you choose the right one. This one damage is increased by 30%, sprint cooldown decreased. No thank you. I'm gonna have here charge damage increased by 6%, furious charge damage increased by 10%. No. This one's also nice. It was between this one with the lacerate or with the one with the whirlwind, but damage increased by 30%, lacerate damage increased by 10%. That's a very good one, which is probably what I'll do with my next awakened slot. This here, we have Berserker reduced cooldown reduced by 2.4%, and Wrath of Berserker cooldown decreased by 10%. So it's getting that nice bonus there, and sprint cooldown again. But we want to do it here, but I can't awaken it. Why not? Well, because I need one of these Dawning Echoes, you see. Awaken material. Use awakening to power the legendary items. Get more? Where do you get more? Oh, the smithing's vendor or the shop. Well, would you look at that? Let's go ahead and visit the smithing's vendor because yes, we're gonna do it inside of Westmarch and support our local business. Right, here we go. So if I wanna go to the shop and if I wanna get that, nope, it's not there. Nope, it's not there with Refor. Actually, it's right down here on the bottom, and check it out. It costs 1,000 orbs. Reminding you right now before we get this, when you go to the shop really quickly, if you wanted to buy 1,000 orbs, it would cost you, well, you can't get the pack on the top right because that one is only gonna give you 650 unless you had some random orbs laying around. So if you had 0 orbs, like I had, I think I had 80 or so, I needed to buy the $24.99 pack. So it wasn't $26.99, it was $24.99, 25 bucks. And I was getting 1,650. Instead, I bought the pack, which was like 20 whatever bucks, and it gave me those. It was actually a double pack of this. So it gave me 1,600 orbs, it gave me 10 legendary crests, and it gave me 50 of the keys. I got extra stuff for free, but we're not there now. We are here, and we're at this phase of the game, and we're gonna buy our first ever Dawning Echo. I've never bought one before, and they named it after me, by the way. It's official. The one thing that you have to buy inside of the game, the one thing that you can't experience without buying it inside of the game, is a Dawning Echo, because I'm a premium product. All right, let's go right here. 1,000 orbs, it's unlocked, gained the Dawning Echo ×1. Now we get to put this thing to use, which is gonna be exciting, all right? So we need to come back over to our boy in the jeweler. And yes, I'm excited about this because I spent 25 bucks, it better be fun, right? I also better be able to slap people around after this because I spent money on it. Gem Resonance, this is what we got right here. Notice it's allowing it. It's got the arrow up. It says I can do this now. I'm also not only gonna get more power, but I'm gonna get a really cool looking purple slot. Makes it look a lot better. We're gonna awaken the gear. And the gear is awakened. We have the purple slot. So let's read what this now does. Whirlwind occasionally throws out tornadoes that deal 2,400 damage to enemies that they strike. Damage increased by 30%, whirlwind damage increased by another 10%, and then we can start getting the resonance within. And this is what is really, really cool. This is what a lot of people don't understand inside of the game. So you could add gems to your gems to make things even stronger. Now, do I even have, see, I don't have any gems right now. This is gonna be what we do in the future. That's gonna help build out these slots. This is where things get confusing. This is also where things get exciting and where a lot of that power ends up coming in to be. So I'm really excited about that. When we come on over to our build right now, we actually have our first piece of awakened gear. And it looks pretty awesome. It's our highest level piece of gear at level 18, and it's gonna be doing the damage with the skill that's probably one of the best ones as the Barbarian. Also, our Gem Resonance increased a little bit, and there we go, our level 10 Berserker's Eye. Everything else that I'm currently wearing is a 5-star gem. For transparency, I will not get rid of Seeping Bile. I will not get rid of BSJ. Those two gems I will have probably for a while. I'll also be holding on to Echoing Shade. If I do decide to get rid of a gem, it would probably be first, Howler's Call, second, Phoenix Ashes. Those would probably be the first ones that I would get rid of. But we have awakened our piece of gear. As you can see, if we take a look here, I have 680 orbs. So if I do this again, I have to spend more money. I don't even have enough orbs to do it again. So I'll have to buy at least the $10 or $15 pack to get enough orbs to awaken the second piece of gear, which is gonna be Fervent Fang, which we'll be working towards in the very near future. Let me know if you guys have done any awakening of gear yourself. If you have, let me know in the comment section below and what you think of it. Do you think it's worth awakening gear with 1 or 2-star gems versus probably not getting to be able to awaken your gear if you're using 5 stars, unless if you're a whale inside of the game? I gotta know what you guys think, and I hope you enjoyed today's video as I took you on a ride with me in an experience that most people will never get to see. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys back here in tomorrow's video.